course, you got your two surfers, and they're battling. They're going to perform on that wave. But as you know, Bells is, it can ice you out. It can provide those tricky waves where you don't, get that platform you need. So it really is tough to call.
A lot of swell out there in the lineup at the moment. Mick Fanning trying to get himself into his first ride to kick off the morning. Big wall to work with, but a lot of bump on the face out there at the moment. Fanning just trying to find some clean wall at this stage. A big section here. Huge floating re-entry, but not much else on offer there. Equipment-wise, Ross, he's got his work cut out, as you mentioned. Here's the first wave from Fanning.
Okay, well, I like the way he reads this wave. Watch this two-stage cutback, but a nice, confident rebound off the whitewash. And that's a big deal. These waves are so strong. Very easy to just get kind of put off. And before you know it, you can fall. Another confident closeout re-entry. So,
but Fanning, he wants to see where the scale's at. He wants to know how hard he should push after that first ride, because he really paced himself through that first wave. He's up again, a bit of foam on the face, but it is one of those medium-sized rides, and he might get some clean wall here to dig into. Swooping top turn. Bit of victory at sea here at the moment, as Fanning again goes to the edge and just draws that top turn out. Surviving this ride rather than attacking it. But at this stage of the game, with Davy Cathles having a sleepy start, Mick just trying to establish a bit of a lead. A quick effort out the back for a 0.4, and we're waiting for the scores to come through for this.
Well, Mick, he got one or two extra maneuvers on this wave, so it should be higher. I like that smooth cutback to start with. Believe it or not, this is a medium-sized wave. This is not a set wave, and you can see that thing is way, at least double overhead. Watch as he drops down. But it's standing up, and again, high tide was just about an hour ago, so it's still full out there. And here we go, here's Davey.
Well, Davey just trying to find this first section. Solid turn to get started. Bit more of a critical approach on that first maneuver than maybe what Mick had on his last ride, but he's got to get a couple more turns done. He's going to kick out as that wave shuts down. Just over 17 minutes remaining. Very tough conditions out here at the moment.
And he's surprised a lot of people in this event. And let's watch this first maneuver. Kind of wiped off speed, faded. Now he's just pumping to get back out to the face. And that was a really nice carve. So right here, I kind of would have liked him to hit that section right there. That would have kept him on aggressive mode. But because he turned beneath the whitewash, he didn't have that speed into the third turn.
Here goes Fanning again, using priority for this wave. Doing a good job of getting himself on these cleaner, medium-sized rides at the moment. As he drives up into the lip here. Nice re-entry. But he's going to get out of there. Just trying to really punch through the floor of that ride. 6.83 for Mick Fanning on his second ride. Here's the replay of that wave for you.
So an extra point. He had at least one extra maneuver. Similar wave, though. Again, you can see Mick is scaling back just a little bit, trying to get a couple scores to put some pressure on the young Aussie. Nice wrap right there. Mick always has perfect blade work. He's just a smooth carver. And right there again, turning below that lip, I thought that was smart from Mick. Had he gone for an off the lip, he would have had a ton of projection, and he would have had to free fall into the flat, so it would have been a really tough move to pull off. So now that Mick has a couple of waves, I think he's going to get more aggressive. There's no sense in just surfing into a couple of 5.5s anymore, or 6s, Ronnie. He's going to have to step on the gas a little bit if he wants to improve.
Gives it a little smoother, straighter line in the arc of the template curve. You want to straighten it out just to smooth things out.
Thank you, Pete. Well, here we go. We've got Fanning up now. He's riding a step-up board, but just gets knocked off that floating re-entry. Just bounced. The scores came through for Mick's third ride. He did increase his lead over Davy Cathles, a 7.67. So he was looking to improve on a 6.83 with this ride.
He's trying to stay light-footed to get down the line and couldn't get over that little whitewash. And I watched him torque his neck right there. It doesn't feel good at all.
Mick's first CT win. He was able to dedicate the win to his late brother Sean, who had passed away 3 years earlier in a car accident. And both of them had the dream to surf together on the championship tour. So it was a great story as we see Davy Cathles now trying to get himself back into this heat with just under 4 minutes to go. Well, this wave looks like it might line up nicely, but Davey just gets ankle tapped in the whitewater, trying to rebound his way through to the inside, and Fanning can potentially shut this one right down with this wave. Grab rail cutback to get started. Driving off the bottom, and a really nice slice right there in the pocket. Out onto the open face now. A flatter turn, and he doesn't get the rebound right. Just over 3 minutes to go. As Cathels, with a minute to go, looks to salvage some pride here. He wants to get himself out of combination. Clean little slice off the top. Again, just drawing out some tidy lines, but not overcommitting at this stage. A lot of bump on the face of this ride. Driving off the bottom here, goes for a big critical finish, but just gets swatted by the lip. 30 seconds remaining. It looks like Fanning will be moving on through to the quarterfinals here, Ross. Well, I think you're right. I think Davy Cathles, one of the things working in his favour going into that heat is just the fact that the judges are seeing him at this CT location for just the second time. He did perform here as a wildcard in 2012, but his surfing is a lot stronger these days. A little bit more unpredictable from Mick in that we haven't been watching him surf here for the last 16 years.